안녕하세요. 저는 김문스입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다. A Korean adoptee here in Belgium, and I was adopted on the official paper that I was 9 years old. My adoption file, it's mentioned that I was only 1.5 years in the orphanage, and me and my adoptive parents also, or my husband was also wondering where was I before. I lived, what I remember is that there was a black gate, and I was very little, and I know that I couldn't open. I was forbidden to open the gate. But the biological mother, if I remember well, was making her up to go somewhere, and they were discussing about something, and I used the time that they were not. They lost their time, they lost their child just a few minutes, and I used that time to go through that gate, to open the gate and to go on the street. And at that time, they picked me up. So someone was passing with the van, with the white van, the bus, and they picked me up and they drove away. Not a lot of people had a car. It was only the police who had a white bus, white van, and it was only 2 men. So I think it was police who thought that I was lost, and as I was on the street, they picked me up as. In April, for 10 days, we went to Korea, and we made, it was because we thought that a mother was looking for her child, because we have seen a picture of a little child, which I thought that I was that child. Arrived in Seoul to have the appointment, to have the interview, but when we arrived in Korea, the policeman cancelled the meeting. I was refused in Korea because I couldn't find anything, because they were blocking me all the time. We had, it was very sad, isn't it? For the 10 days that we stayed, I was frustrated. It was very heartbreaking moment, the 10 days. So I was, all my adoption file to the embassy, to the police, and they confirmed me in April 2020 that I was missing, a missing child. That's what they confirmed me. So they put my DNA test in their database of missing children, but they also confirmed me that not every parent of the missing children do their DNA test, because it's not very common in Korea. Information about your biological family, and you don't know where you lived before when you were a child, it's not possible. If you don't know your date of birth, and if you don't know your real name, Korean real name, it's all given by the orphanage. To do the search, it's really impossible. But I always said that when I know for sure that I'm not abandoned child, then I have to, it's my duty, or it's an obligation to let them know that I'm still alive. That's